Welcome, students, to the Happy Prince Part 2. Before we read the story, let us understand the few elements. The setting of the Happy Prince is in a city with Victorian moral values, has a ruling kingship and dependent subjects. There is rampant inequality that is highlighted by the difference in residence and resources between the rich and poor. And also, there is a mention of Egypt and other places to add details to the setting. The dead statue and the lead heart are symbol of lifeless appearance. However, looks can be deceiving, and we find the prince more compassionate than he was ever as living ruler. Reed is used as a symbol of fleeting pleasures of material beauty. There is a mention of foreign and exotic places like Egypt, which are held as symbols of mythical beauty and romance. Children in the story are used as symbols of purity, intelligence, and incorruptible beauty. Officials and politicians have used a symbol of corruption and greed, while God is described as merciful and benevolent. So, in the Happy Prince by Oscar Wilde, we have the theme of dedication, compassion, generosity, struggle, appearance, sacrifice, selflessness, and corruption. So, taken from his The Complete Short Stories collection, the story is narrated in the third person by an unnamed narrator. And after reading the story, the reader realizes that Wilde may be exploring the theme of sacrifice and compassion. The Happy Prince, rather than looking as one would expect a prince to look, ends up in a broken and disheveled state because of his generosity and care for others. The moral lesson of the story is to value the true beauty of people. It celebrates the virtues of piety, compassion, and charity. It also decries the greed and materialistic fetish of some who do not care for the rest of humanity, especially the poor and needy. It claims, in the end, good will triumph over ugly and bad at the final and divine judgment. The title, The Happy Prince, it mentions that Prince had had a happy life and had been a happy person. But after being put up in that pedestal and he could see the whole town from where he stood, he cried at night. So it makes the title ironic. So actually, the happy prince turns out to be a sad person. The Happy Prince is an example, or we can say an allegory, for the superficiality of Victorian England. The bejeweled statue of the prince sits atop a hill, allowing the once wealthy and carefree prince to see poverty and inequality for the first time. Disturbed, he has a swallow deliver all the jewels from his opulent statue to the poor. The happy prince, rather than looking as one would expect a prince to look, ends up in a broken and disheveled state because of his generosity and care for others. So, by telling the swallow to take parts of his body, the prince is using his body and the precious stones and gold that adorn his body in a constructive and practical manner. He is helping those in the town who are less fortunate than him and who need a helping hand. This may be important as we would expect the mayor and the local councillors in this. We means our we readers. We would expect the mayor and the local councillors in the town to be responsible for the well-being of the citizens of the town. But this is not the case. Something that is clear to us or the reader when the mayor suggests that the Happy Prince should be replaced with a statue of himself. So, if anything, Wilde maybe Oscar Wilde may be highlighting the selfishness of those in authority. Rather than looking after others, they are looking and thinking only of themselves. They do not see the poverty that exists in the town, nor do they see the struggle that has overcome so many of the citizens in the town. So while the Oscar Wilde also appears to be exploring the theme of appearance, while the Happy Prince is adorned in finery and he's judged to be a symbol of prosperity in the town. Yet when his finery disappears and he no longer looks as attractive as he had previously been, the people or the mayor and the councillors want to remove him. So if anything, the appearance of the Happy Prince is more important to the mayor and the councillors than the idea of helping the other citizens in the town. So though it is clear that the Happy Prince has made a sacrifice, so too has the swallow. He has left it too late to fly to Egypt. As such, the cold and winter kills him. So, this is important as it highlights just how dedicated the swallow is to the Happy Prince. So, that's it for now. We will explore more in the next class.